Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of Universe Mode here on WWE 2k23. We're going to start off the last episode before the Extreme Rules PLE, our first one here on the channel. We're going to start off in a big way. Is this the Universal Champion in action? Because for the first time in this series, we're going to have ourselves a little Beat the Clock challenge. Drew McIntyre and Ricochet will go one-on-one for the WWE Universal Championship at Extreme Rules. But tonight, we're going to find out the stipulation because both McIntyre and Ricochet are in singles competition. And whoever can beat their opponent the fastest will be able to name the stipulation for that match. Drew McIntyre is up first. We don't know who his opponent will be.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Beautiful introduction from our lovely ring announcer, but let's find out who is McIntyre's opponent. Well, it's Mr. A-Town down. Austin Theory is who Drew McIntyre has drawn in his Beat the Clock challenge. A tough opponent for the Universal Champion. Austin Theory, one of the best prospects here on SmackDown.
Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin Theory.
As Theory came over to the Blue Brand from Monday Night Raw in this year's draft. As McIntyre, if he wants to beat his opponent the fastest, it's not going to be easy. The former United States champion will face off against Drew McIntyre. This is our opening contest, a Beat the Clock challenge match. Drew McIntyre versus Austin Theory. As this one is underway, and you can see in the corner there is the clock has started. It'll be on the screen periodically as this match goes on, but hope you guys are excited for this. I haven't done a Beat the Clock challenge, so we'll see how this goes. If you are, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Universe Mode content, because this weekend will be our first PLE here premiered on the series Extreme Rules, as Drew McIntyre trying to end this one early off the reverse Alabama Slam. Only gets a 1 count. Extreme Rules, it is this weekend. I'm shooting for a premiere on Saturday, but it may end up being Sunday. Saturday, Sunday, just know that this weekend we will have Extreme Rules. You're not going to want to miss it. I will post it on my YouTube when I figure out and hammer home a date. But we're going to figure out what is the stipulation for that Universal Championship match, because we do know it's going to be Drew McIntyre going one-on-one against Ricochet. The winner of the Beat the Clock challenge will be able to pick the stipulation for that match. The last chance to kind of get an advantage just 24 hours away from that matchup. As Austin Theory gets a nice power slam on McIntyre. McIntyre quickly back up to his feet. Sends Theory against the ropes, and there's that nice toss, belly-to-belly throw almost from McIntyre. As he goes for another cover here, you're going to see him try to put his opponent away whenever he can. As McIntyre, our Universal Champion here, beats Roman Reigns into the 2-year reign of dominance by the Tribal Chief at Clash of the Castle. And it's a new era here on a Friday night. McIntyre wants to face the best. That's why he's facing Ricochet at Extreme Rules. He says he is the best that SmackDown has to offer. And, well, Ricochet's had quite an impressive year to say the least. So McIntyre now on the outside. A couple of boots just stomping away at Theory. As this is very interesting. This is not really where you want to be in a Beat the Clock challenge. Obviously, you can do a lot more damage on the outside. Thin padding, steel stairs, a barricade. But with a slow 10 count on the outside, you're really not going to be able to beat somebody as fast as possible outside the ring. So, wise move by McIntyre to get Theory back in the ring. He's just going to connect with a nice deadlift powerbomb. That is the power on display from Drew McIntyre. The Money in the Bank winner this year. Now Universal Champion, a 3-time World Champion now in WWE. It was little Theory actually went to send McIntyre into the corner. He bumped into the referee. Thankfully, our official is okay. But Theory's going to be able to take advantage with a nice DDT. Is Austin Theory, former United States Champion. made a splash since going over to SmackDown. We saw him just a few weeks ago attack our announcer Pat McAfee at ringside. A blatant, inexcusable attack by Theory from behind. We know the history between Theory and McAfee. McAfee actually owns a victory over Austin Theory at WrestleMania this year. So I have to think that's still on Theory's mind. And, well, someone's actually come up to the defense of Pat McAfee. It's Happy Corbin, which is not who you would think. Yes, Happy Corbin is defending somebody that's not himself. And we saw him and Theory get into it a couple weeks ago. Corbin told Theory, if you get involved in my business, you will pay the price. And, well, last week, Theory cost Happy Corbin a match. So, doesn't seem like Theory heeded to the advice of Corbin. So, we'll see what comes of that in recent times. Oh, there's a big kick into the midsection. Austin Theory went for the leapfrog. McIntyre had other ideas, and now is just going to try to get another pin. This time is able to get a 2 count. So McIntyre wearing down his opponent, trying to get that victory. And now going to head up actually to the top rope. What does McIntyre have in mind here? He's going to go for a big leg drop off the top turnbuckle. Crashing down below, gets 2, and this time still can't put Theory away. Especially after the leg drop from the top rope. As McIntyre is looking very impressive here in this contest. As he has the control over Austin Theory. And he's now just going to pick him up by the head and just throw him across the ring. The Scottish Warrior has quite the arsenal. And Theory, again, just going to roll to the outside and doesn't necessarily win in the match. But again, if you're McIntyre, you don't want Theory to be on the outside. So it's really where you can't do your victory is. Nice shoulder breaker there. But got to get him back inside the ring. And, well, Theory sends McIntyre's bouncing off the apron. As you can see, the ref slow count only up to a count of 3 at this point. And Theory's actually taking advantage of the outside. Nice clothesline there on McIntyre. Gets him back to his feet. There's a right hand and the DDT again on the outside. That's, like I said earlier, thin padding. And his ref up to a count of 5. You gotta be careful not to get yourself counted or lose this match. If you lose, well, there's no way you can win the beat the clock challenge. So nonetheless, Theory with a nice insecure on the outside. Ref now up to a count of 7. This is getting a little bit dangerous for McIntyre. Got to get Theory back inside the ring. As you can see, we're up to 5 minutes now in this contest. So we've hit the 5-minute mark. McIntyre was doing pretty good early, but now he's having to try to fight back in this contest. Theory has regained control thanks to their stint on the outside. And now Theory with the hold of the champ sends him into the far turnbuckle. Theory with the head of steam, clothesline in the corner, shrugs him off. And now he's going to flip through with that nice blockbuster takedown. Beautiful combination there by Austin Theory. He's looking very good, taking it to the Universal Champion here. Love to see these two maybe down the line have themselves a battle of their own for that World Championship. Theory, very young competitor, has all the tools. Talked about it, former United States champion, has a little bit of championship success already in his young career. Maybe down the line we do see these two compete for the Universal Championship. But right now, McIntyre on the receiving end of a nice twisting neck breaker by Austin Theory. This is the negative side of a beat the clock challenge, especially going first. Not only did McIntyre not know his opponent in this contest, but he also doesn't know what time he has to be. He's going to set the mark. And if you go second, in my opinion, you have the advantage because you know what time you have to get. As Theory now goes for a cover, while McIntyre is just trying to beat his opponent that he didn't know ahead of time away. So no scouting involved, no nothing here. As McIntyre and Theory never faced each other. Theory's actually giving McIntyre all he's got here. Gets the big man back to his feet. Gonna try to drag him across the ring as McIntyre is a little bit wobbly here. Propped up against the ropes now, and Theory's just gonna hammer these elbows into the lower back of the champion. As McIntyre down he goes. And Theory just relentless offense. A young gas tank in phenomenal shape, great endurance. Theory has built himself into a nice position. But there's a nice knee to the midsection and a Glasgow kiss sends Theory down. So the Matt McIntyre going to try to take advantage, but only gets a 1 because Theory is able to grab that bottom rope. As you saw the timer just a little bit ago, 5 minutes, probably creeping up now on 7-8 minutes. And the longer this match goes on, the less that favors Drew McIntyre. But he's starting to get back into this contest, picks Theory up again, just throws him across the ring by the ears. And Theory again is just going to roll to the outside. McIntyre this time quickly, though, rolls out with him. He realizes I cannot allow Theory to continue to catch these breathers outside the ring. I got to beat him inside the ring if I want to beat him the fastest I can. McIntyre now just wailing away on the outside, just left shots right to the skull of Mr. A-Town down, and there goes McIntyre. Gets him back in the ring. Gonna follow it up, hopefully here with a little bit of offense. He gets Theory back to his feet. And has him up on his shoulders. Theory actually from behind. And a reverse DDT takes down McIntyre. Chops any momentum. And now Theory slowing down the pace on McIntyre. Going to go for a pinfall here of his own. This to put away the champ, and only gets a 1 count. As, oh, wait a second. That's the music of Happy Corbin. Look who it is. Happy Corbin's making an appearance in Austin Theory's match. On the stage, Austin Theory distracted in the ring, saying, what is Corbin doing here? And that allows McIntyre from behind, hit a clothesline. Another one for good measure. And now the Scottish Warrior starting to fire back into this contest. Takes down Theory, 3 clotheslines. Not going to try to put him away here. Gets 2, and no, kick out at 2. This match will continue. But that momentary distraction has allowed McIntyre to set up in the corner. And now Theory could be taking a trip to Claymore country. A Claymore on the jaw. Right on the button. Down goes Theory. And that is going to net McIntyre the victory here. 9 minutes and 10 seconds. It's a very beatable time before Ricochet. But the important thing, McIntyre able to get the win. A little bit of assist from Happy Corbin of all people as well. Corbin did say, if you get involved in my business, Theory, you will pay the price. And well, Corbin followed up on his promise. But McIntyre gets the win. Now he's just got to see if Ricochet can top the time of 9 minutes and 10 seconds. Well, a hot start to tonight's show. Beat the Clock Challenge is the highlight, but we still have other matches in tonight's episode of SmackDown on the Go Home Show. So let's take a look at them. Next up, we'll see Dana Brooke, Tamina, former tag team partners last week, imploded. They'll go one-on-one. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter will take on Alexa Bliss and Nikki S.H. Asuka and Io Sky will take on the team of Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. Io trying to get another bit of momentum before the PLE, and then obviously Ricochet's mystery opponent in our main event. Dana Brooke beats Tamina, big win for her. Bliss and Nikki S.H. are also victorious, and Io Sky gets the pin on Sonya Deville. Hot for Sky going into a rematch at Extreme Rules, but now it's time to find our second Beat the Clock challenge. Well, the one and only now knows what time he has to beat. 9 minutes and 10 seconds is all he needs to get it done and pick the stipulation for Extreme Rules. And, well, that's very doable. But just like McIntyre, Ricochet does not know his opponent.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 190 pounds, Ricochet!
The one and only, the human highlight reel. He's put together quite an impressive stint here on Friday Night SmackDown. We'd love to cap it off with the Universal Championship, and what better way than to pick the stipulation. But who is Ricochet's opponent here tonight? Well, how about this? The King of Strong Style is who Ricochet will face off. These two have a lot of history with each other. Done battles this summer over that Intercontinental Championship. And now they go head-to-head again. A great opponent for Ricochet here tonight.
Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds,
Shinsuke Nakamura with a big chance here against Ricochet. Familiar foes, a lot of respect between these two. It's going to be all business once we get inside the ring. Our main event, we now know it is Ricochet going one-on-one against Shinsuke Nakamura. Can Ricochet beat the clock? This match is underway, and you can see there is the timer has started. 9 minutes and 10 seconds is what Ricochet has to beat Shinsuke Nakamura, which, unlike the first match, where McIntyre and Theory have never faced off against each other, Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura are very familiar with each other. This past summer, we saw these two battle over the Intercontinental Championship. They had 2 matches. Shinsuke actually won the first one. It was a Money in the Bank qualifying match, non-title though. And Nakamura actually beat Ricochet, who was the then Intercontinental Champion, to qualify for Money in the Bank. With that win, it earned him also an Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam, and on that occasion, Ricochet was victorious. So these two have traded back and forth victories. So this is somewhat of a rubber match, so it's a very interesting matchup. I want to see what these two are able to do because they know each other. They've not able to scout ahead of time, but I think these two definitely know what the others want to bring to the table. And now Ricochet, he's going to quickly go to the top rope. He's trying to put this one away early, thinking moonsault. But Nakamura, that's what I'm talking about, that scouting, able to roll away at the last second. Nakamura knows what Ricochet wants to do. It's not very secretive. He wants to fly. He wants to take to the skies. And well, the King of Strong Style wants to do the opposite. He just wants to hit you and hit you hard, just like that knee across the throat of Ricochet. As Nakamura, this is a big opportunity for him. He's had a couple of chances this year at Championship Gold, but he has been unable to win any of it. Had a tag match at WrestleMania with Rick Boogs. Unsuccessful. Rick Boogs actually tore his quad on that night. We have not seen Rick since that encounter. We're hoping he is resting up at home. And after WrestleMania, Nakamura actually had a chance at the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns, but he was unsuccessful on that night. And then obviously the Intercontinental Championship match at SummerSlam. So Nakamura has had opportunities. He's just been unable to capitalize on them. And this is another big one. If you're able to beat Ricochet, not only does that allow Drew McIntyre to pick the stipulation in the Beat the Clock match at Extreme Rules, it also might put you towards the front of the line for a future championship opportunity. But right now he's down on the outside, and Ricochet with a Phoenix Splash from the top rope all the way down to the floor. This man knows how to fly. Definitely not afraid of heights. And a big time move as now this action spills to the outside as Ricochet now underneath, roll through, and nice bicycle Pele kick takes down Nakamura. Unlike the matchup earlier, or like the matchup earlier, you don't want to necessarily spend too much time on the outside because you can't. That's not where you're going to beat the man as quickly as possible. But Ricochet with a float over DDT takes down Nakamura. Ref up now actually to a count of 6, so both superstars have to be weary here. As Ricochet continues to do damage, ref up to a count of 7 now. As Ricochet is actually going to make his way inside the ring. Count of 8 here. Nakamura on the outside. Ricochet is actually going to go beat the count. Interesting call there. Maybe he thought Nakamura was going to make it back inside the ring and didn't want to waste any more time as there's a nice kick to the skull. And Ricochet is actually firing. He's firing early here. Nakamura on the back foot now gets slammed into the barricade. Oh, but Ricochet missed and gets hit into the zone. And a boot for good measure. Still 5 minutes left on the clock, though, as this match continues. Ricochet still has plenty of time. Also has the advantage of knowing how long he has until he's able to pick up the victory. As Nakamura this time misses, and he gets hit with a kick on the jaw. And Ricochet now sends Nakamura again into the barricade. And ref up to a count of 7. Nakamura is stunned on the outside. Ricochet might actually try to win this one by count out. Ref up to a count of 8. Ricochet, he's not going to break the count this time. Nakamura down on the outside up to a count of 9. Is he going to be able to make it back inside the ring? And he's not going to be able to. So Ricochet wins by count out with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Doesn't get the pinfall victory, but a win nonetheless. And Ricochet is the winner of the Beat the Clock Challenge, which means he can pick the stipulation for the match at Extreme Rules. So let's see what Ricochet picks. Well, I am the winner of the Beat the Clock Challenge. Now, all due respect to Nakamura, he is a great opponent, so I wish him nothing the best. But now the question is, what am I going to pick for Extreme Rules? Well, I'm going to pick something that plays to my advantage. You see, they call me the one and only. Everybody knows I love to fly, so there's nothing like flying higher than off the top of the ladder, because Drew McIntyre, will defend your Universal Championship against me at Extreme Rules in a ladder match. My specialty. We'll see if you can keep up in the skies with the one and only. We now know it's a ladder match for the Universal Championship. Drew McIntyre versus Ricochet. McIntyre has success in the past in ladders, but has never faced somebody who can fly like Ricochet, who will be able to take off the Universal Championship on the top rung Also, we now know this match has been made official. Kevin Owens and Seth freaking Rollins. Last week, they fought to a double countout. Well, Extreme Rules, that is not going to happen because breaking news, they're going to do battle in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And we're going to up the stakes even more. The winner will be the #1 contender to the Universal Championship. Bitter rivals one more time. There must be a winner. It can happen anywhere. And the winner is now a #1 contender. A huge match. Also, the other match on SmackDown, Charlotte Flair will defend the SmackDown Women's Championship against Io Sky in an Extreme Rules match. Sky has wanted another shot at Charlotte Flair since Clash of the Castle. She's been on quite the momentum streak, but Charlotte Flair wants to take it extreme. This is the last show before Extreme Rules, so next time I will see you. It will be PLE. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Universal or Universe Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.